Hey y'all, so this is Mariah from The Elevated Life. I just have a video for you guys about the power of words. Today we're going to just briefly talk about the power words have over shaping our lives, over shaping our perspective of ourselves, over shaping our future and our outcomes and what we get into and what we don't. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my story so that you kind of understand how this thing works and so you can see how it works in your life. So when I was younger, like in high school growing up, a lot of times kids make me feel like I was not pretty. Like there was times that I had kids tell me that I was unattractive, that I wasn't pretty. And growing up, I actually believed that. So I believe what people said about me. And it wasn't until like almost years later, like when I started getting into my 20s, and I started walking with God, that he started showing me that that actually wasn't the case, that that wasn't true, that I actually was pretty, I was beautiful. So as I'm trying to embrace, this new truth and walk in this new truth, I found, and even to this day, I have found that the negative words that those people spoke over me when I was younger were still somewhat controlling my life. Here's why. Because even though I had believed that I was pretty, there was still some doubt there. And I started noticing. So guys, if y'all see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes, so I don't forget to tell y'all what I need to tell y'all. So I kind of started noticing that those negative words, like, okay, so let's say for example, there was a guy that might have been interested in me. I remember even just around guys, for example, I would feel like intimidated, like I would like internally feel like intimidated by their presence, especially if it was a guy that I found attractive, that I would feel like intimidated by their presence. I kind of would look down. I wouldn't like look at them in the eye. And many times, and I've done this before, like even recently, even when I felt like there was like a guy that was like attracted to me, I would oftentimes like deflect it. Like in other words, say like, oh, it's because of my body shape. So for I have I'm pretty curvy. And so I oftentimes would deflect it to, oh, it's just because I'm curvy, because I got a slim, thick body. That's why they're trying to talk to me. So notice how I wouldn't say because, oh, no, I'm just pretty. I would oftentimes deflect it. But that's because the negative words that they spoke over me when I was younger were still controlling the way that I saw myself. Those words were still an anchor in my life, and it was dictating my perception of myself. Because remember what I was saying, God was telling me that I was pretty. But I found that in my interactions with people, in my interactions with guys, I was still kind of believing that I wasn't attractive. So many times I wouldn't look at attractive guys in the eye. I would kind of feel intimidated by their presence, or even if I felt like a guy that I was actually attracted to like me, I would deflect it and say that it was because of the way that my body was shaped. It was because I had a nice body and not necessarily because I was pretty. So let's see. And so the second part of this is that what God was showing me, and he just showed me this recently, that I was still allowing those words that were spoken over me over 13 years ago to still control my life, to still control my destiny. And so here's the antidote that he gave me. So because it was words that were controlling me, what I had to do was now get another word and rewrite the script. So what I'm telling you, or what I'm saying for me, what he taught me to do was, or what I've been doing, the strategy that I've been using is I've been countering that negative word with the truth, and I do it consistently. So what that means is every day I'm getting up and I'm saying, no, you're beautiful. Every single day we're getting up. Sometimes I fall short, but for the most part, 98% of the time, Naraya is doing that. Getting up and speaking over myself looking in the mirror, constantly speaking over myself, no, you're beautiful. Why am I doing this? Because I'm reprogramming my belief. Your words have the power to reprogram your belief. Because remember, in the beginning, it was words that told me what to believe. So now, if you want to kill that negative belief, what you have to do is take another word. I really hope y'all understand what I'm saying. You have to take another word and counter it with what the negative thing somebody said over you. Let's see what else. And then one of the things that I wanted y'all just to get from this video as well is I want you to understand just how powerful those words were, right? So for example, that the negative perception that I had about myself might have blocked me from God-given dating opportunities because I felt like I wasn't enough. Y'all know guys can sense when a person's insecure, right? So I felt like I wasn't enough. So that might have blocked maybe a dating opportunity that might have came up because my own perception of myself was distorted. Another thing that it did do, and I noticed this in my life that I'm now changing, is that because I believed that I wasn't attractive, I wasn't as confident around people. Like I didn't show up in the world as a confident individual, and I hid a lot of times. So what that then looks like is, well, hey, you might be a bomb person and you might have bomb gifts, but because of that negative word that was spoken over me, nobody got to see that because I was always hiding and I wasn't confident. And then the last thing too is, and I'm just trying to paint this vivid image of you for you so that you understand the power of words and how it controls destinies and how it controls futures, and then also too how God has put you in the driver's seat. So yeah, those people said those things about me, but here I am and I'm rewriting scripts. And so because I'm retraining my belief system, now opportunities that were previously blocked because of the way I saw myself are now opening up. So just because somebody might have did something negative to you in the past, you don't have to let that define you. I'm telling you exactly how to overcome that, how to break free from that, and how to stop letting negative words control your life and control your future and control the way you see yourself. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you is, had I had truly believed and continue to believe that I wasn't attractive, let's say, for example, Naraya would not be on YouTube, because you know when you don't feel pretty, you don't want to be on anybody's camera, you don't want to be talking to people. So just understand what I'm just trying to explain to you is understanding how powerful words are, and also how powerful you are, right? That God has given all of us the ability to rewrite the script. So though people might have came in, and those that you might have came in and used those people to try to lock down or try to stop certain opportunities in the future, here I am and I'm rewriting scripts. Here I am and I'm making a new day for myself, opening up opportunities, because instead of continuing to speak and believe the negative words people said about me, here I am speaking something good and positive over my life. And eventually, that is about to change the way that I see myself. So, here's like just an assignment for you guys, or just something that you can do. So, I want you to really think about what negative words, and remember I told you this was back in high school, y'all. I'm in my 20s, so that was a long time ago. I want you to think about what negative words are still holding you hostage. Like, really think about it, even if you got to go back to the past, right? What negative words are still holding you in bondage, whether it be from maybe people in high school, maybe parental figures, maybe a teacher. What negative words are still controlling you in the way that you see yourself? First, get clear on that, okay? Write it down. Do whatever you got to do. Write it down, though, so that you know what it is. Then the second thing is, now, what positive word are you going to speak over yourself on a consistent basis to counter that and to rewrite and reprogram your belief system? For me, I'm choosing Psalm 139, and I'm just, speaking over myself that I'm beautiful every day. For you, it might be something different. Whatever it is, find something to counter that negative word, because it's still controlling your life. So find something that counters that negative word and speak it consistently every single day. If you have like a to-do list, well, this is what I do. I always have like a to-do list for my day. Write it in your to-do list. Make sure you are consistently doing it every single day until your belief system has changed. Again, this is Naraya from the Elevated Life. I hope y'all really took something from this. I hope y'all understood what I was saying, and I hope that you guys understand the power of words, and not just the power of negative words, but the power that you have. So this is Naraya from the Elevated Life. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and yeah.